We got some brokenness going on with the scoreboard, but we'll figure that out in a minute. And we are off. Oh, I see what we're doing now. I see what we're doing. We're going to fix this here, our Waynesville score. They have moved the scoreboard. They warned me about this. It is 1st and 10 for Ozark right now. These teams faced last year in the Class 6 district. Waynesville has moved out of Class 6. They are one of the biggest Class 5 schools this year now, so they're kind of right there on that bubble. We are a long ways away from this field. I'll try to get the best shot that I can for you, but we're a good ways up here. Again, I want to thank Ozark School District here for allowing me to be here. And Ozark is off to the races. Nothing but green grass ahead. And number 2 bringing in the run. And that is Jet Easley with the first touchdown of the game. So just like that, it is... All right, we are somewhere backwards here. We're going to... Okay. We're going to fix it. I put on the wrong side because I did. That was a dumb move on my part. There we go. Kick on the way. A little bit off on the camera. The kick is no good. So after that, Ozark leads 6-0 after one play. We'll be back right after this for more Tiger. I don't think that's right. I think I read that number wrong. But we are off. The kick is up. That's a high pooch kick going to drop somewhere here. And Waynesville nowhere to go on that play. That's going to result in a first down for the Waynesville Tigers. 11:37 in the first half. Waynesville, their first offensive possession of the game. I could have gone on the roof because it probably would be perfect right now. And the roof is very high here. But, again, very nice press box here. Very nice air conditioning, or it's cooling down, one of the two. Nature's air conditioning. Tigers lining up in the shotgun. With the option here, they're going to hand this off to the backfield. That's going to be enough for a yard or 2 on the play. So the Tigers here got some new numbers out there, so I'm trying to make sure I get all the numbers right. Tomorrow we got plenty of WYF football coming up. And Twins on the right. We're going to have a option with the back. We got 3 receivers on that side. And that ball is down, incomplete. Penalty flag on the play, though. So we're going to see what happened there on the penalty flag first. Whether it is going to affect this or not. And then, of course, next week, Ozark will be facing our middle school Tigers. Our 7th grade will be up here. So penalty, that will move the Tigers back 5 yards on the play. So ball on the 23. It has to get up to the 35, it looks like. Tigers again line up. Look for that handoff in the motion. A little sweep toss on the play. That is going to be short. And I'm going to try to move in to get these numbers a little better here, because I can't really see them very well. They're a good ways away. You can also listen to this game on the radio if you're in your car. Please don't watch the video if you're in the car. That is not legal. And we're going to have a penalty flag on third down. It's 3rd and 11. So now it's 3rd and 16 for the Tigers. That will back Waynesville up just a little bit here on the play. I got some very small writing on this roster. Tigers trying to get rid of it, and that pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So Ryder Wells out there, I believe, at quarterback right now. He's a sophomore. 4th and 16 will bring up the punting option here for the game. Not the exact setup I'm used to up here, angle anyway. This punt is back. Good punt. That is going to drop near the 40. Ozark still on their feet. 1st down, out of bounds. Near the opposite to go in the ball game. Little sweep toss in the backfield. Still on his feet. Easily. He started off with a touchdown run from the opposite 35 to start this ball game. And 2nd down coming up for the Red Tigers out there. Very nice drive down here in this ball game. 9:27 and counting. Actually keeps going down. That's how the clock works. Handoff, backfield. And we're going to have a lot of momentum going into that. I believe that was Anthony Cordell this time, number 2. Sheehan with the stop for Waynesville on that play. Officials timeout. We're going to take a short break real quick. While they... Nope, we're not. We're going to stick with it here. And that was a 1st down. This will be 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And again, Sheehan with the stop on there for the Ozark Tigers. Coming out for Ozark, number 38 here. Sorry, I got a very small roster. Wertmiller coming out for Ozark. Tigers putting the pressure on here. They have a 4-front deep coming out of that. And this is a 1st down. Just short of 1st and goal at the 11. Cordell again with the run. So it looks like Easley and Cordell alternating. Why? What happened here? Oh, okay. Never mind. When they do the animation, it breaks, by the way. So just know it will break. And it will go crazy. 1st and 10 on the 11. They get the ball at the 1-yard line. They get 4 more fresh downs. Easley is, well, he's going to get a 2nd down and short, 2nd and 1. He ran all the way to the opposite 10 on the field. Ran back almost to the other 10. 2nd and 2 for Ozark on that. Yep, replay does work. Oh, I put everything on replay. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. Oh, never mind. We're good. They're all still here. So whatever happened with that, yeah, we're good. Down the middle. That is a touchdown, Cordell. And just like that, Ozark goes up with 2 scores. That was weird. Didn't like that very well. But 12-0 now for the Ozark Tigers. I'm getting some weird frame rates going on here, and it ain't happy. It is not happy. That is Peyton Russell penalty flag. So that is the 3rd penalty for Waynesville. That is now 15 yards for the Tigers in this ball game. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ozark up by 2 scores right now. Thank you everyone for watching tonight. It's been a pleasure bringing you Tiger football. We'll take a week off next week, but we'll have plenty of things coming up for you. We'll take a look at. We'll talk about that in a minute here. The conversion's good, 14-0. And Cordell again picks up some yards. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after a word from just a little bit loose and knocked everything out of whack. 14-0 right now. It is Ozark. Waynesville's got some space here. Out of bounds for the Waynesville Tigers. Lupica with the run. Let's figure out what happened here. Well, I guess it don't take much to break this. Sometimes things just break on their own, I guess. First and 10 for the Waynesville Tigers. Waynesville in motion. They're going to do a little bit of switching around there. Handoff in the backfield. That is Tyshawn Bird, a senior with the run. Senior running back here for the Tigers. 2nd and 10 coming up. Thank you for everyone for joining me tonight. It's been a pleasure again. And next week, we're going to take a look at our schedule on the broadcast end of things. It'll be Waynesville versus Kickapoo softball. That will be on Tuesday. Waynesville versus Kickapoo volleyball. That will be on Thursday. That is incomplete, so that's 3rd down. And then it'll be and also on Thursday, Waynesville versus Ozark Middle School football. That'll be 7th grade. And then no broadcast Friday, and then we'll have youth football on Saturday, of course. We'll probably have something Monday. We'll figure that out. Should be football, if not a JV game. We will find something to broadcast on Monday. We will find a game. 3rd down for the Tigers. Split receivers. This is going to go deep. No one there. And that ball off target. Davis was, I believe, the intended receiver, but it came up well short of the intended target. 4th and 10 coming up. 6 minutes to go here. In the first quarter, at least, anyway. Next week's game on Tiger TV. This punt is up. It is going to be a poison ball here. Tigers trying to stop it. It's going backwards. And that's going to be just past the original 1st down marker. So 1st and 10 from the 45, it looks like. Seconds, Ozark Tigers coming out. Quarterback keeper down the middle. Short pickup on the play. 2nd and 5, actually a 5-yard gain on the end of that. So that was easily, actually, I believe, with the run, not the quarterback. It's hard to necessarily see the numbers up here, but easily now is definitely on the line out there. Hand off number 2. This is Cordell. Cordell is going to be close to a first down for Ozark. It's going to be a measurement. We're going to measure this. Nope, we're going to have a first down, it looks like. Took him a second to decide, but the ball looks pretty comfortably at that first down marker. Tomorrow, join us again, youth football. We'll have K through 2. I don't have the schedule posted yet, so WIF, please make sure you put the schedule up tonight so I can update the games a little earlier here. This is a big first down. And we're going to have a penalty flag on that. We're going to take a look. I'm going to assume the penalty flag came at the end of this. So we're going to take a look at this penalty here. Yep, it's probably that. Well, the flag is in the backfield, though, not up in the front. I do not have video of what happened in the backfield. Oh, holding on the offense. All right. So the player just got disqualified after the tackle. We're going to take a look at that once again. He just said he was disqualified. And that is 26 for the Tigers on that. So that means that Isaiah Williams, the sophomore, is possibly out of this ball game. I will try to get clarity on that with the coach here, and we're going to so what are we doing here? It should be 10 yards backwards, 15 yards forwards. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on right now with the yardage, but there's definitely penalty on both sides. At least that's what the official said. It is 1st and 5, so I think they are right. So they are right. 1st and 5, you get 10 yards back, 15 forward. They did get this ball correct here. A little pitch over. Run, first down, out of bounds. Easily with the run. Ozark with the first down after the 6-yard pickup on the play. 4.5 minutes to go here. They're playing in animation, so it'll be back in a second. 14-0. Some things you just kind of get used to while you're doing it. I don't know why my computer screen is so dark. It's just because it's not a very good computer screen. Ozark. Another pass here. That's a first down and goal. That is Cordell. And that'll bring up a 1st and goal from the 5. So 4 minutes remain. 5 yards to go for another score here for Ozark. Ozark coming out very strong in this ball game. Waynesville defense right now not quite figuring out how to stop it. A lot of young players, though, that are still learning the game here. Tiger team doing the best they can for Waynesville. We're going to have a timeout by someone. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. We are back here again, and update from the box here. Whoa, don't do that. But number 14 for the Waynesville Tigers is ejected. That's a touchdown, Ozark Tigers. Ozark will go up now. 14, well, actually 20-0. Ozark leads the Waynesville Tigers. Score just not up there yet. 3:43 to go. Wish it had the little sparkle animation. I like that. So as number 14 of Waynesville Tigers was ejected. That is Sean Terry, the junior tight end, was ejected out of that on that. And the extra point is good. Kicking for Ozark, number 9. Squib kick. It is going to be Waynesville ball. Allen with the recovery for the Tigers. And good kick by Seltzer. Again, doing a great job on the kicking game here. 1st and 10 coming up. Waynesville needing to get something on the board. 3:40 to go still in this first quarter. And handoff. And might have had a horse collar on that, but bit of a high tackle, but that is not sure how much yards yet. Williams with the pickup. So 2nd down, that's going to be a loss on the play. He was brought back. He did get the ball behind the line of scrimmage. And went down behind the line of scrimmage. Tigers rotation back over. Handoff. Ryder Wells. Pass is bobbled. No one gets a hold of the ball. 3rd down and 14 coming up. So Ryder Wells, our quarterback out there. Lupika, a sophomore. And Mitchell out there also tight end. He's another one of the sophomores. So some new names, new faces. Trying to get some of the numbers in my head here. Some injuries for the Tigers that they're dealing with. On 3rd down, ball back. That is tossed up there. That's caught. And that's dropped. That's an Ozark football. And we're going to take a look at that. Make sure that is what that is. Morrison with the recovery. Pass is up. 1, 2, 3 steps. That's a fumble. And recovery for the Tigers. It's going to be a 1st down for Ozark here. We're going to take a very short break. We'll be 45 to go. 1st and 10 for Ozark, deep in their territory after the interception. This pickup's enough for a 1st down. Easily again with the big pickup on the play, and easily doing a great job here. Scoreboard about to freak out, warn you. And it's back. So clock continuing to run as Ozark is using using the Ozark Chevrolet commercial. Pass downfield. That is caught. That is a touchdown. Ozark all the way from, I believe, the 25-yard line. And that Touchdown number 17 by the Ozark Tigers there. Weston Sampson Russell with the throw. 27 points now for Ozark in this ball game. 2:04 to go. And just one score away now from the running clock already here. The Tigers are putting up an offensive show. Kick is up. Kick is no good. So 27-0. We're going to take a Ozark ready to kick off again. Seltzer with the kick. That is deep. And the ball is somewhere back here. I can't find it. I found it now. And Patterson on the return. Tigers first and 10. 1:59 to go here in this first quarter. Tigers with the ball deep in their own territory. You can listen to this game on the radio also. Just kind of scan your airwaves there in Waynesville. I think it's 97.9 or 98.9. I don't honestly remember off the top of my head. I really should. Passes up, incomplete. Second down for Waynesville. That pass intended for Mitchell. He's a senior tight end. 6'2" out there. I think he's a senior tight end. No, he's a sophomore tight end. Wrong S metaphor, by the way. But sophomore tight end. Ryder Wells, I believe, still out there at quarterback. Beautiful press box here, by the way. Beautiful facilities. Ball is up. That is incomplete. Or is it complete? Out by the Waynesville trainer there. Looked like he was getting up a little bit okay there at least. Hand off underneath. That's going to be fourth and I believe it's 1. Yes. Okay, 4th and 2. I didn't update the thing after the injury there. Apologize for that. But 4th and 2 coming up. Quarterback deep on this play here. They're just going to punt. I don't think you want him playing quarterback right there. And that punt will be Tigers line up deep. On the defensive side, the Waynesville Tigers. And that's a 17-yard roughly pickup on the play. So that will also get Ozark on the Waynesville side of the field. I don't know if the clock ever started on that. It probably should. Yeah, it did. It's working. Boy, that little light thing does not like the camera. And Ozark again down the middle. There is space this time. And big hit by the Tigers on that easily with the run. Mitchell with the stop on that. 2nd down and 1 for the Ozark Tigers here. Oh, we don't want 29.8 frames per second. And that's going to end the first quarter. We're going to take a and 1. 2nd and long. 2nd and 1. Pass. Oh, nearly a good catch on that. And good defense by the Waynesville Tigers. 3rd and 1. Good way of reading the defense for Waynesville on the play. Both of them 26 and 22 for the Tigers down there. Franklin and Williams both saving a touchdown on that. Now we're going to split the receivers up here. Look for that handoff in the backfield, though. Down the middle. And still on their feet. And Cordell, once again, is able to pick up some yardage. So Cordell picks up a first down near the 20. I want to thank Jimmy John's, by the way, for the sandwiches up here. Awesome sandwiches. Awesome food. Gotta love Ozark down here. They do a great job taking care of people. Carthage, another great place I've been where they took care of you pretty well. That is incomplete. And second down and 10. Horton that time saving another touchdown here. So 2 good plays by the Waynesville Tigers. And again, I believe Franklin also running out that way. Next week you catch Homecoming. That'll be on Tiger TV. I don't think they're on Channel 12 anymore, but I guess the good old days are gone. And Cordell still on his feet. Past the 10. That's going to be a first and goal for Ozark now. So first and goal now here. Where's the, trying to find our little flying buzzy thing up there for the camera down in the field. I don't see it. I don't see it. Huh. I don't know what happened to it. We have an injury down on the field here, so we'll be back. And a little toss play here. Easily trying to turn. That is second down, I think, or third. I probably didn't update it again like last time. I think it's third down. It is 3rd and 2. So 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line here coming up. At halftime, we're going to have a word from Misha here about some of the new things coming up regarding there we go. And penalty flag on that touchdown. We're going to have, that came at the end of the play by the head judge back there. We're going to see what he has to say. I think they said they assisted the runner on the play. We can go back, maybe. No, we can't go back. But either way, that will move Ozark back to the 6-yard line, that penalty. Chris Pills, if you're watching from Arkansas, hope you're having a good day down there. Another one of our sponsors that we have here. And we are working on the Frisco League tournament, so if you'd like to advertise during that or sponsor one of the teams, let me know. We got a couple that still looking for sponsors. Every time they play, you'll be on there. Touchdown. That is 24, I believe, that player. That is 24. So we got a new number here in the scoring category, Rice Wendell. Wheel. Okay. I did mispronounce that. Apologize. That will make this 33 now on the board. So a 2-point conversion here. We're not going for 2. And Simon Yates here coming in. Play stopping right now, but Yates is a senior kicker. So dead ball on the... What are we doing here? Okay, we're going for 2 now, as that's on the defense. And that will be a 2-point conversion. We're going to try the tush push or something here, probably. So a little change of strategy here. Ozark Tigers will have live coverage of the middle school game. That will be on Thursday. Hand off down the middle easily is in, 35-0, Ozark on top. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this message from our sponsor. Normal kicker's back here for the kickoff. This is up. It is returned by Waynesville at the 15, out of bounds at the 25. 10-yard return. So it should be 1st and 10. So the sophomore Lupica with the return on that for 10 yards credited to him. And the offense. We have a penalty out there evidently. But it would be at the 25. That's where the ball is supposed to be. But we are waiting for the... I don't know what the penalty is, but it is going backwards for the Tigers. Illegal block. Half the distance to the goal. All right. Well, 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. 9:42 to go in this first half. Hand off by Ryder. That is up. The run by Bird, the senior running back for the Tigers. Woo! That's a spicy little alarm on there for subbing. So another penalty by the offense there. That will move Waynesville back even more here. We'll see where this goes. Back to the 7. Okay. I guess 2nd and 15. So clock back in motion again, and a stop in the backfield. 2nd down. And Braxton Bell with the stop on that for Ozark. Tigers lining up. Waynesville's got a couple receivers out here. I'm curious if they're going to go get a shot at him. Ryder Wells is trying to do something. He's in his own end zone. He's got to get rid of this or do something. That is incomplete. Might be the best you could do out of that situation here. That is 3rd down and 15 coming up for the Waynesville Tigers. 8:33 to go. Big 3rd down play here for the Waynesville Tigers. We're just going to turn down the alarms on here for right now because they can be a little bit special. My whole phone's a little special right now, evidently. It's not wanting to cooperate. And Wells in the backfield. That is thrown. That is caught. I believe that is complete. We're going to take a look at this. That was nearly a safety. That is 88 of the Tigers. Somehow got a hold of that. '87, I believe, is that actually. I think that is 87 Mitchell that received that. Wait. They called that incomplete. I thought that was caught. Oh no, never mind. It's now it updated. I wonder why it still said third down on there. But we are fixed now here. Punt is up. Punt is going to fall. Ozark runs away from that. Picked up by 80. Nope, that was number 88. I don't have an 88 on the roster, but that is number 8. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. It's going to be Ozark. There is no Lebanon game tonight, by the way, if you're trying to find it. They played last night, defeated by Nixa 49-14, I believe. And handoff to Ozark. This is a big first down. Easily all the way out to the 24-yard line. So first down for Easley on that. I don't know what's going on there, but it definitely got lost for a minute there. There was no 57 to field goal on there, but 7:33 to go. It's when they bring up a little splash deal. It messes up the scoreboard. Don't know what's going on when that happens. It's okay. It's AI. It does what it wants. Hand off down the middle. Cordell. And still on their feet all the way down to a first and goal. So Cordell picks up another first down here. Cordell has, and Easley both have been running through this offense, doing a great job. I just love the incorporation of the first down advertising. If you'd like to advertise and be a first down person, let me know. You know, that might be an interesting, might be something. If you want to do it, we can do that. Quarterback again. That is Cordell. I believe he got the touchdown. So Ozark now will increase their lead here. Just a junior there, 41-0. 6:38 to go here in this first half. And the kick coming back for the Tigers. And Yates with that, trying to increase 42-0. We're going to take a break. Go till the break. We do have a special presentation from MSHSAA for you regarding some decisions board makes and things of that nature. So do appreciate MSHSAA for sending us that. Andrew Kaufman, the media coordinator. I forgot what his title is. And Edwards with the stop on that. But Waynesville comes out, and we still have, I don't think we've changed quarterback. It is still Ryder Wells. We've got 3 receivers here. I'm curious, out of the center position instead. This is going to be a handoff in the backfield. Trying to strip the ball away. Can't get it. And that will be a second down for Waynesville. So 2nd and 10 is what the call is. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage, the Tigers anyway. And some new players kind of rotating in, so I'm trying to get some of these numbers, you know, kind of memorized a little bit. Repeat numbers anyway. Waynesville in motion, tight end. Well, not sure what that, well, I guess it was the pass. Good play. That's going to pick up a couple of yards. Positive yards, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7. I guess 3rd and 7 here. So a 3-yard pickup on the play. I like the little route on that. Kind of a look like a little handoff going the opposite direction, and ran right back for the ball. Wells back. Pass is caught. That's a 4th down. I don't think he made it. That's 4th and about 1 or 2. Looks like 1. Dalton Ray with the stop on that. Wells is doing a good job here right now of passing-wise. I think he's doing okay. We just got to get this running game going here. That is going to be a loss on the play. So Tyshawn Bird, the senior, with the run. And that's going to YouTube, Twitter, and all their other platforms. Starts at 9 p.m. We'll have scores, interviews from games around Missouri, brought to you by the scoreboard guy, Kent, Darren Archer in the background. I'll pop in there and give some insight on things. That's 2nd and 4. But that is coming up on at 9 o'clock tonight, so another hour or so here. I'll get on there a little bit later on the way home, assuming the internet wants to behave itself, but be sure to check that out. Scoreboardguy.net or Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. I mean, there's a lot of platforms on there. This is going to be short. I don't think this is a first. This is a 3rd and 1. 4 minutes left in the first half. It will be a running clock the second half of this ball game. And again, we'll have the MSHSAA podcast for you at halftime for your pleasure to listen to. Ozark back, a little toss play, Easley. Well, Easley's going to reverse this. He's going to get a first and then some more. That is a touchdown, Ozark. That is 47 points, 48, something like that. So that is Easley's at least 3rd touchdown of the game here. I think that's his 3rd touchdown. 48-0, 3:37 to go. Off a 3rd down run. The left side just quite wasn't there. The right side, he said, you know what, we'll try it. And it worked. Plenty of grass going that direction. Kick up. Kick is good. So with that, we're going to take a break. Have a word from Gann Johnson Insurance. 40 community with all the kids and everything. They have basketball, cheerleading, I think volleyball. They have quite a bit of stuff. Check them out on Facebook here. The Tigers, they're going to run into traffic here on this return. And we're going to have a first down for Waynesville. 3:37 to go. 20, I think. If I get a number on that, I think that is 26 on the return. I had to look up my monitor there. That was Isaiah Williams again. So Tigers 1st and 10 line up right under the center. Handoff. He has a gap. And decent run on the play there. Bird with the pickup. 2nd down. And that was an 8-yard pickup. That was more than I thought that was. It's a good run for Waynesville. Keeps the clock rolling here. Waynesville probably don't want the clock to roll as fast now, but trying to get this running game moving here. Handoff inside. Williams is, I think that's a first. They're going to call that a first down. It's a good first down for the Tigers on that. Once the marker is set, we are back rolling again with the clock. I used to do chains for several years, and that is a busy, busy job. I was a clippy person. My job was the clip. But you can check out the Tigers at home next week. It is homecoming night. And we'll have all the festivities that all homecoming has. This might be a first. Ozark is saying the ball came out. We're going to take a look at the replay here and find out what happened out of here, because I don't know. They're going to say the runner was down. Looked like the momentum was stopped at that point, so it'll be second down and 1. And I believe that's a pretty good call right there. It may have been stripped out on the way down, but I don't think there's enough to overturn that in any replay reviews, which there is none in high school, so you at home have the option of replay. Other than that, you know, we don't really have it. And delay a game penalty, so actually it was second and 2. Now it's second and 7 after the delay of game penalty. Play clock running again. And Tigers under 10. They're going to have to get this play off here. Down to 5. Down to 4. And just able to do that. That is nearly good knockdown on that. And we're going to take a look at the height here that this block came out of on this ball. Just look at this as, man, that's some height with the hands right there. Third down and I guess it's 6, not 7. All right. Sometimes the math is a yard or two off, but it's okay. Third down coming up for the Tigers. A little toss play here. And I believe we're going to lose a couple. This will bring up fourth down. Williams, I think, was the runner on that. So lose 1 yard officially on that. 4th and 7. 1.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Tigers, I believe, we're going to punt. I'm pretty sure we're going to punt this ball. And that is not where they wanted to go. Well, the punter is out of bounds. And that will be a turnover on downs. That's a 80. I don't have an 82. So I don't know who the punter was, but he did a good job of not taking it deep in the end zone there, or near the end zone. But it's going to be a first down for Ozark. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back. It is Ozark 1st and 10. A little toss play over there. A new number, 28. At least new for a while here. Out of bounds. That is Bell. Say that's Bell. Let's make sure that is right. That is Braxton Bell, the sophomore running back. So I believe replacing our 2 starting running backs. Did a great job to start this ball game here. Easley and Cordell both combined for at least 4 touchdowns. I think it's 4, and then we had a passing touchdown, I believe. And a penalty flag here. This is all kinds of a cattywampus play here. I'm not sure what all we're looking at, but It was all kinds of broken up. It was 2nd and 4 before that. I did not have the 4 on there. Holding on the offense, so it'd be 2nd and 14. Yes, it is. So 2nd and 14, 1:06 to go. Ozark now 49-0 here. Clock continuing to run. And we may have a pass out of this unless we're just going to hand this off. Nope, we're going to pass. To the tight end, good stop by Waynesville. We got an injury on the field. So we're going to take a break as they take care of that. We'll be in seconds here. Clock continuing to run. First down, and nope, that is not a first down. That is close. We're going to have a penalty flag on the play. 3rd, and we're going to have a timeout by the Tigers. We'll be back after. We're going to do a field goal attempt here at the end. Simon Yates with this. It is up. It is no good. Tigers have the ball with 6 seconds to go. So we'll be back just in about 30 seconds for the 20-yard line. Wells back. Looks for the pass. Defense. And that is incomplete. That will run out the half. We're going to take a break. We are here in Ozark. And we'll be back in a little bit here. First, we're going to have. And Ozark kicking off. We do have some players popping in from the JV and freshman roster that is not on the scoreboard. So if we have a name that we don't know, or I'm not paying attention, one of the two. But most likely it's a name that we don't know for official reasons. Isaiah Williams on the return. He's a sophomore. 1st and 10 for the Waynesville Tigers. Again, the clock will run basically most of the game here. I want to thank Ozark for the great accommodations here. Appreciate the Tigers for everything. We'll be back at home. I'll be running the video board, so Tiger TV will be doing video that night. Be sure to check them out. Channel 12, Tiger TV. Run down the middle. That is a 5-yard pickup on the play. And 2nd and, they said 4. I guess it is 2nd and 4. It is getting late. I did have some good caffeine, so we'll be good on the drive home. Tomorrow, youth football action from Waynesville. Be starting at 9 a.m. I don't have the schedule posted yet, but we'll work on that. It might just happen in the morning, honestly, but we'll at least get the game slots in there for tomorrow, and we'll update them as we go. 3rd and 2 after the short pickup here for the Waynesville Tigers. Waynesville in the white and black with orange. And the red is Ozark. I think those are black pants. They're kind of a blue tint to them, but their colors are red and black. This is going to be a first. First down for the Waynesville Tigers here. 10 minutes in the 3rd and counting right now. Bell with another tackle for the Ozark Tigers. Going to give back, I guess, the touchdowns here that were taken in the first. They still get 3 touchdowns. Ozark coming out strong. Missed a field goal with 6 seconds left. Tigers' pass was incomplete out of that. Ryder Wells, he's going to take off. We got a penalty flag. And out of bounds, short of the first down, but this is not sure. This came from the sideline. The official is going to say, I think against the Tigers. Oh, he's trying to get his mic to work. Never mind. Illegal shift on the offense, so 5 more yards on that. And Waynesville lining up here. Some fresh faces out there, it looks like, for the Tigers. Joplin, pressure front line. They're going to break through. Good job, Ryder Wells, on the pass. Good completion to Bird. Bird has been out here most of the game, doing a pretty good job so far. 2nd and 10. I'm not sure the math on that, but it's 2nd and 10 here. Under 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Tigers again line up. I like this little pass offense. If they can draw the defense in and get these short passes, that is the way to go. Sideline warning on Waynesville, so no penalty flag at the moment. I will force them to rethink the play unless they're just going to do the same play. I'm going to bet they're going to do the same play here. And that is out of bounds. That is caught, though. It'll be a pickup to 3rd and 5, I believe. For the Waynesville Tigers. And Tigers line up. They are going to send the house here. This is probably going to be... That's a handoff. That is definitely not a pass. And Bird with the run. Bell with the stop again. 4th down coming up. That's a loss of a few yards on the play. It's back to 4th and 9 for the Waynesville Tigers. They're going to bring out the punting squad. We're going to check out some other scores around Missouri here. Yeah, at least southwest Missouri right now. And I'm sure Misha's going to have some updated stuff. And the punt is going to be brought down at the 35. I don't know why it did that. Oh, I know why it's doing that. It must have shifted or bumped it. There we go. Now we're fixed. Ozark with the short pickup. And Augustine with that stop for Waynesville. So, looking at our final scores here, ranked teams, only one final. That is Nixa and Lebanon, 49-14. That was last night's game. Seneca up 50-7 right now in the 3rd over Aurora. Ozark. Good pickup by a different 24 than what I have. Okay. We do have some JV players here also sounding like, because they're not matching the names on the varsity roster. So Ozark did pick up the first down on that. And Bell with a big pickup. It's going to be another first down for Ozark. Mount Vernon leading at the half 14-0 over a tough Lamar team. No score from Marionville and Diamond. Marionville number 2 ranked team in their class. Neosho leading Webb City 28-19. Neosho has never defeated Webb City in recent time. So a victory here would be their very first victory over the Cardinals. We'll try to take a look in at that game if we can. Well, that game is in Neosho, though, I think. So I don't know if we'll have video of that. Carthage 59-7 at the half over Willard. And we got an injury on the field. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with some more scores. Running, we're all set, ready to go here. Second down. I didn't get the marker after the injury, but it's another first down for the Ozark Tigers. Still moving here, that whole pack. I mean, all the way to a first and goal. And that was, make sure I get the name right here, Kel Roussel, a sophomore running back and linebacker. So 3 minutes to go here in this quarter. And the clock will continue to run. So we're going to look back some scores here. Miller and Ash Grove tied at the half was the last update here. Republic 31-16 over Joplin. Another game that kind of surprising. Another one of those games where kind of make you wonder. Fairgrove and Clever will play on Saturday. That'll be due to the official shortage. Second down on that last run. Nevada 20-0 over East Newton. 51-0 Mountain Grove over Kabul at the half. Windsor defeating Stockton Windsor leading Stockton, and Liberty 33-0 in the second quarter. Probably halftime in that game right now. I think that's Mountain View Liberty. Glendale at the half 24, Kickapoo 20, another COC game. And this is a touchdown. Ball's loose. Who has that ball? That is... We're going to see what we got out of this. So Waynesville gets the fumble on the 1-yard line. And they made a good point here. Let's see if he broke this plane first here. I don't know if the ball broke the plane, but he definitely broke the plane on that. First and 10. And nope, this is still a Ozark ball, so it's not Waynesville offense. So Ozark, it was their ball, but either way, it's a touchdown for the Ozark Tigers here. 49-0. Add another 6 to that. Actually, I could probably turn the scores off now and just kind of do them manually. Looking for the kick here. Well, maybe. I think we're waiting on a tee or something. I don't know what we're waiting on. Looking at some other scores. Parkview leading Branson right now. 12-6. Parkview, a COC school that does not play football in the conference. Marshfield over Bolivar right now. Explains why I seen Bolivar down at Bucky's earlier. Kick is good, so 56-0. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for more Tiger football brought to you by... I'll just leave the 1st and 10 up there. It'll be 1st and 10 immediately after this. That kick is somewhere, not on my camera. It's going to be returned by Waynesville. 26 maybe? Did not see who had the return there, but it's a first down. I apologize for that. We're going to look at some other scores coming around the area here. Catholic 33, Forsyth 21 in the third. Stratford over Reed Springs by 4, 16-12 in the third. And 7-6 around halftime, Pierce City and Skyline, a good ball game. Ava up 42-0 end of the third. That game a running clock, so that game probably almost over. And then 14-6, Sarcoxy over El Dorado at half. Monette over McDonald County 36-18 at the half. Lockwood 64, Osceola 20 in the third. Camdenton currently defeating Battle. That would move them ahead in the standings for the... That would secure them a spot if they win that game over Battle. That's at the half, though, in the district. Same district as Waynesville. And then I did not see a Hillcrest score on here. That's another game that definitely want to look for. Cassville 42, Harrisonville 14. And the end of the quarter is going to remain 56-0. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Have the Hillcrest score here. Again, all playoff games, speaking of that, will be on MSHSAA TV, by the way, just like last year. I don't know what we're waiting on down there. Tigers ball first. And, well, either way, that's picked off. That's going to be a touchdown, Ozark. We're going to have a penalty flag. Otherwise, this might be a touchdown here. We're going to have to see what the penalty flag was, because I don't know what the penalty flag was. Take a look at this. Oh, right there. That is going to be on the return team. That will get rid of the touchdown. The return will stand. So it's going to be a first down Ozark, but that will not be a touchdown. So that will save the touchdown, but it won't save it for long. And the MSHSAA website is, I think it's blessed right now. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back after this once Ozark is sports information. They are at home against Carl Junction, so I need to figure out where that score is. And Ozark with a big first down pickup on the play. That is Jones, the quarterback, with the first down. So look for Carl Junction. Yep. So Carl Junction up 28-14 over Hillcrest. Those teams in our district. Which means that would put them above Waynesville this week, officially. Record-wise, at least. Clock is still running here, 56-0. Hand off down the middle. Still on their feet. First and goal. Roussel again with the pickup for Ozark. Freshman will be down here on Monday. JV, I'm not sure what the plan is for that. I think my clock is still working. It's just the scoreboard breaks whenever I do that. Ozark will pick up the touchdown here. 62 points for the Ozark Tigers. That was Roussel with the touchdown. And we'll see if we go for a kick here again. And kicking is, I was going to say number 4. He's just holding the ball there. Yates kicking for Ozark. Kick is up. Kick is, I think it's good. It is good. 63-0, Ozark. Both these teams still have Nixa on their schedule. They still have some other tough games. Ozark Class 6 in that same district with them. Waynesville Class 5, opposite district of Southwest Missouri, though, so don't directly face Carthage and all them. However, there is still some tough competition there. I think we have an injury. We're going to get evaluated there. Also, Ozark Tigers player going to get looked at. This is a stop in the back. And that is a loss of a couple here. So just a reminder, tomorrow check out youth football on Allen Hilliard Sports. We'll have K through 2, 3 and 4, and 5 and 6 for you. I think it's that order, and then a K2 game at the end, but not always that order. We'll have the schedule posted either later tonight or in the morning when I get there. It happens sometimes, but we'll get you a schedule eventually. 2nd and 12 coming up. Under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. And 8:52 here and counting. That ball back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. So we are not sure what we're waiting on here. Tigers, I think they're checking the plays. They got about 14 seconds on the play clock, so they're chewing up the play clock pretty well. Looking back, handoff. That is a short gain on the play, 4th down. 4th and 7, not 8. And Hunt with the stop on that. Tigers coming out for the punt. And stepping pretty deep for the punt back there, about 15 yards back from the end zone, or from the ball, not the end zone. It's 15 yards from the end zone. That ball is going to drop somewhere off my camera. There it is, and that's a 1st down on the other side of the 50. We'll be back after this. This message is close to that and counting down. 1st and 10 for Ozark. Down the middle, Tigers, big 1st down play. That's about an 18-yard pickup on the play. And that's a 1st down. And we have a pass is caught. That is nope, that's 2nd down and about 3. Good defense. That is Joyce on that. And that's going to be a 2nd and 3. Johnson with the reception. Correction on that. I don't have all these numbers I don't have the JV numbers here for Ozark here, so I might be running out of numbers for them. Big 1st down play on that, and a 10-yard pickup and a little bit more. So that will move the chains and advance the ball down near the 20. Looks like the 20. So that is not. That's a 17. That's a 18. Oh, I guess it was number 27. Do we have a number 27? We do. It is William Fevold, but that is not necessarily all of them. There's some players that have not the... It's because of JV numbers on here. And... Is that a 1st down? That is not a 1st down. That is going to be close. It's going to be 2nd down and short. So ball to the 11, 2nd and 3, maybe 4. And Dixon for the Tigers on the stop on that. spread offense here out of the shotgun this time. Hand off down the middle. It's going to be a third down. Not quite enough for a first. Got some of these numbers on here for the sophomores. That was Kel Roussel again, by the way. Yeah, I don't have... Yep, most of these are sophomores out here now in this ball game. And Roussel is going to be short. That's a touchdown. So Ozark takes a 69-0 lead over Waynesville now with 3:20 to go in this ball game. So good play to reach across for that touchdown. And we're going to have an extra point on the way again for the Ozark Tigers here. And that is caught. That's a 2-point conversion. So the bad snap on that. And with that, it's a 71-0 lead. Ozark on top. We'll be back after this message from Post Pawn Shop. Game and fall to 0-5, I believe. And unless something changes, Camdenton and Hillcrest will both pick up victory, so Waynesville will be in the sole bottom spot of the district after this week. Again, unless some scores change that already haven't happened. But they will get bonus points for this game too, Waynesville. So we'll just have to see how the cards fall, but I know the record does affect a lot too in that, so we'll just see how the MSHSAA numbers actually work, because I actually don't know this year. It's kind of confusing. We'll take and refresh our score page here one last time. Want to thank all of our sponsors that we've had for this season, and our new sponsor that we don't have the thing for yet, but the Route 66 gas station downtown, or I think downtown service station as you call it, the old Schultz station down there. They're going to be our newest sponsor here for the rest of football and into basketball season. We'll have some more about that in a little bit here. Tigers tripped up. Big first down play, though. And Patton on that. I have a Chris Pills calling me, but I can't answer him for the next minute and 40 seconds until this game is over. And let's refresh this, see if we've got anything new on the scoreboard here. We do not. And that ball is still in the Tigers' hands. Nearly came loose. Minute 12 remaining here in this ball game. And congratulations to both these teams. Ozark Tigers will, I think, advance to 3-2, I believe, or somewhere close to that. Ozark part of a very tough Class 6 district, and they deserve a lot of credit for what they're going into. I think they are very prepared for that district. We do have some finals. Seneca 57-7 over Aurora. Mountain Vernon 21-0 over Lamar. I thought that was a different score, but oh no, it was, yeah, that is right. So Mount Vernon may be picking up a victory over Lamar. Neosho, no score after the half against Webb. And 20 seconds left to go here. One more snap unless Waynesville takes it. But it looks like they are not. We're going to call this one a final here. And with that, we appreciate you joining us. The 71.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Dip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging on till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star and this life gon' live.